What is up? Matt Pratt here, and let me show you. Boom! Yes. The Supra has color on it. Couldn't wait. I had to show you guys. First thing. Doors are done. Inside the doors are done. Alright, let's get back to this episode and roll the footage of me spraying this thing. Alright, so what I shot on those bare metal spots was some epoxy primer. Epoxy primer takes a long time to flash. I think the epoxy primer that I use takes like 30 minutes to flash. For it to actually dry takes hours, possibly days. But you need epoxy primer on large bare metal areas. It helps prevent any rust or anything from happening. So you can really make your paint job last all the years. It's the best thing to shoot on there. But I've let that sit for about 30 minutes and I just got some sealer ready. Let's try to seal this thing. I did use a different reducer in the sealer. I'm hoping to get a flatter finish, but there are pros and cons to this reducer. I could be looking into, it's more sensitive to contaminants, so let's just cross our fingers and hope that we don't run into any. Sealer is shot. It looks good. It laid flat. No issues with that reducer. That reducer definitely lays stuff a hell of a lot flatter than the other reducer, so I'm glad I didn't have any issues. It does have a little bit of dirt. Might go in there and like nib out a couple things. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit. You just don't want any big pieces of sealer dirt in there because whenever you go to cut and buff this thing, that sealer can poke through. A lot of guys will actually let the sealer sit an entire day and then they'll go in there and nib it out and then base coat it. But we're just gonna keep rolling. Been pretty confident. The Porsche turned out great. I'm gonna do it the same exact way. So, all right, let's get back in there. we got base coat on. Looks pretty good. I'm suited up. I'm ready to clear. And we can take a look at it. There she is. It's got that nice bronze look to it. The whole anthracite color. Have the jams done, pretty nice, just kind of letting it blow in there, you know. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got a little bit of dirt in it, but that's okay. It's just gonna take a little bit of work to get all that out. It is now 1 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, and oh my God, I am beat. I don't know why I'm beat. I think the entire weekend just drained me. Like, I didn't come in the house Friday till 3 in the morning, and then again on Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday it was like 1 or 2. It was insane. Just trying to get all this together, man. Like I said, this Supra, it's gonna be worth it because it is a struggle right now. But it is what it is. This is what I asked for, you know, buying a cheap Supra and trying to undo what someone did to it, you know. But we're getting there. We are close. We're gonna have this whole thing painted in this video, I hope. Let me jump in there and tag it off and spray. Alright, first coat of clear. Looks really, really good. These paint jobs are coming out clean. I don't know what it is. I mean, when I first started spraying in this booth, it was pretty dirty. But they are like coming out cleaner than expected. Definitely doable. I mean, doing really nice paint jobs out of this, which is awesome. I got like a cloud out here, which is actually good. That means that we're pressurizing the booth to where it's pushing air out instead of sucking air in, and that means it's not going to suck dirt into the paint job, so that's a really good sign, believe it or not. Besides the fact that it's smoky as hell out here, probably getting overspray all over the other cars, whatever, that's not good. But as for my Supra, it's going to look good. So. Alright, we are cleared. 150. We're gonna check her out in the morning. We'll let it sit, air out. Hopefully it stays clean, and hopefully my clear stays on the car. And that left us with this. Now we can go over this thing. Let's take a look at this thing. Remember my little rust repair in here? That all turned out really, really good. It's got a couple pieces of dirt as usual, but you know, we're gonna wet sand and polish it up anyway. But my jams look good, all one color. Rockers look good. Really impressed with how the quarters look. I mean, there isn't a single wave or anything in those. They actually look super straight, which is awesome. The body lines that I had to rebuild here look really, really factory. Really happy with those. Fenders look good. I got good color on the inside of here. Remember I was saying how picky I was with that, and bam, my hinges match too. That little stuff always bothers me. Might not bother other people. All these look good. Full color on all that. I got color to blow in here. We'll take this fender off a little later and see if it kind of looks how naturally overspray blows in on from the factory. I'm hoping to have that same look. I'll probably have a little bit more color than the factory would, but you know what I'm saying. This all looks really good. Same thing with this quarter. I can't remember which quarter was worse. Body line looks exactly the same as the other side. This body line's weird. I had to look at a couple different Supras to make sure that what I was seeing was correct. But you have a line here and it like comes up and it fades out, and then another one comes back in. I had to pretty much put that in there. Remember, this thing was crushed. Can't wait to put like before and after pictures of this thing. Oh, that looks really good. The doors, I mean, the doors used to look like a mess. And look at that. I mean, it don't get no straighter than that. It does have that peel, you know, the factory, you know, it does have a little bit of peel. I mean, that's normal. But it laid out pretty damn good. Yeah, no more Dynamat. Freshly painted inside of the doors, and look, I saved this sticker that has a paint code 1A1. This thing was completely painted red. You can still see it has some red on it, like right here, but I think I can wet sand that off. But I taped it up and saved it. Taped all this stuff up. They painted these beforehand, the bolts and everything. I took all the bolts out. This is red, but I'm just gonna dust that with satin black. That's really all I can do. Oh, look at this is our door skin seam sealer job we did. I think it looks pretty factory. It's definitely not super noticeable. Definitely looks better than it did. I mean, here's a factory one. This one's never been taken apart. If you can kind of see that. And you have this one. Try to mirror it, make it look like the other side. And of course, these look really, really good. I do have like a little funky spot up here. It's like a little bit of a little hump. But, I mean, it might be normal. It's just, it has like a little hump here, but this side definitely has a bigger hump. And if you ever knew how they put door skins on, you know, they beat these on. They might have beat this in a little too far, but not super noticeable. I'm just being picky. But, oh man, look at that. I can't complain with that. Door jambs all done, looking super good. The most important part of the car, the ass end is sprayed. God, that got on my nerves, man. I hate taking people's bumpers off and the whole back of their car is like gray or something. So, it's all one color now. You know, the way it should be. This is great. I cannot complain about this. I got factory gray in there, and then I got gray out here. This is a big milestone, but we still have so much more to do. I gotta paint the hatch, hood, mirrors, all that crap. You see it all set up here in the background, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Hopefully I can knock it out in one night. And we still have to, I gotta let the car dry. I gotta let this car sit for like a week before I start to cut and buff it. That's gonna be tough because I'm like itching to work on it. But that's gonna give me some more time to knock out the Porsche completely. That's the goal for the end of this week. All right, well, let's get down to it and let's get the rest of this car painted. we are in the booth area with all the parts. I'm about to set all this up, but one thing I want to show you is how this thing looks out in the shop. Looks insane. As you can see, I already have dark wheels on it, so it gives us a good idea what them T37s are going to look like on there. I mean, as you can see, this color is insane, and this is the factory color that looks like this. I mean, I can't believe someone wanted to paint over this color. All right, let's get these other parts set up so we can get to spraying. Everything is set up, wiped down, ready to shoot. Lewis took out the mirrors of these things. Luckily one's broke, I just acquired a new one. But this is awesome because now I can really get paint all the way back in there. Kind of got these just chilling on here, which is awesome because it saves a lot of space in here. Excited about that. I thought I was going to have to mount those onto that stand over there, but I like this over here a lot better. This hood is good to go. Time to get some sealer mixed up and then start shooting this thing. Alright, parts have been painted. Let's hope no runs. Alright. Looks how I left it. Nothing sticking out, a little bit of dirt, the usual. looks good. Look at that brown, dude. My gas door, I can finally put that on. This was kind of complicated. I shot it inside and out. Man, it looks so good. We gotta look at the car again. It looks so different out in this light. Because I don't have those LED lights robbing the color from us. I swear this anthracite color looks different than the anthracite colors I've seen in person. I mean, it has like a bronze like look to it. I feel like they look more gunmetal and silverish looking. I don't know, maybe they're faded. Maybe this one just has a really deep gloss. I don't know, I'm really pumped for this color. And the cool thing is my wheels are not black, these are black. These, my wheels are actually, I don't know the exact color, I think it's called like diamond black or something like that, whatever Volk uses, but they're actually like a dark gunmetal with a little bit of flake in it. And if you think about it, picture it, that's going to accent super well, you know, on this car. I mean, those two colors together hitting the sun, wow, it's just going to glow. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. I can already picture it. I mean, we got black wheels coming, you know, the trim at the bottom is black, there's going to be trim here that's black. I'm eventually going to have a TRD wing, it's going to have the carbon center in the back. I think I've lined up a carbon hood. I'm going to rock that hood first for a while, but imagine a carbon hood. I mean, imagine, and then the lower TRD lip is going to be black. So it's going to have this black and brown just tying the car together. It's going to be awesome. Oh, one more thing, we just found out. Here's a hardtop. I thought it was just some cheap fiberglass hardtop. Look at that, it's carbon fiber. It's just got some wrap over it that failed, but I don't know if these cracks are the hardtop or whatever material they put over top of it, but there's a good chance that this might be carbon fiber underneath and I might be able to save it, or at least leave some strips of carbon fiber on the side. Who knows? Carbon fiber is gonna look really, really good with this car. I know it. We got so much done, but we are so far away from having a finished product. I'll admit, this was an uphill battle to getting to this, but we still have so much more to do. But it is downhill from here on out. Cut and buff, reassemble the car, install a bunch of parts. You know, I mean, from here on out, the car will be assembled and looking like a car, not just me sanding every other episode, you know? Anyways, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to like, comment, and share, all that other whatever stuff that YouTubers say at the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it gets you pumped up to work on your own stuff. Like, that is the goal. I've been doing this like this forever. You guys can do it too. Watch my videos, figure out how, gain some tips, and then do it on your own car, you know? Anyways, I gotta get out of here and edit this video. I'll see you guys next time.